Well, polling sites across the U.S. are open. So, hey, for the presidential candidates, they are finally able to take their foot off the gas just a little bit today. Former President Trump is in Florida after finishing campaigning in Michigan late last night. Vice President Kamala Harris is in Washington, D.C. She spent some time on Monday crisscrossing battleground Pennsylvania. That is also where NBC's senior national correspondent Jay Gray is, and he has the very latest from PA.
Well, it has already been a busy day at this polling site, which happens to be the Museum of the American Revolution. So much of our nation's history, the history of our democracy inside this building. And on Election Day, they make history here. It is a place where voters come. When it opened early this morning, there was a line almost immediately. We've seen a steady flow of voters coming through here. A lot of people who tell us they just want to be a part of the process on Election Day. We know that there were so many early voters, so many mail-in ballots, but many of the people that we talked to say, no, they wanted to wait and they wanted to take part in the process on Election Day. It is a race that is really tight as we've seen in quite some time. The final NBC News national poll showing that both Vice President Harris and former President Trump have 49% support with only 2% undecided. Now, last night the campaigns ended for Harris. It was here in Philadelphia, a star-studded rally that included Lady Gaga, Oprah Winfrey, will.i.am, and her final pitch to voters was get out there and do your part and we'll win. It was pretty much the same message that we heard from former President Trump. He spent a lot of his time here in Pennsylvania yesterday, but wound up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, also a swing state, telling voters that they have the potential to win this thing if they can just get out the vote. So it wasn't so much winning over new voters or undecided voters as it was in that final pitch, just making sure that their supporters get to the polls. We expect to see the continuous flow of voters here. Lunchtime, we'll probably see a line. And then in the evening, once work is over, we expect the line to stretch very far. There's a lot of interest, a lot of people anxious to vote in this election here in Philadelphia and across Pennsylvania, and a lot of eyes around the rest of the country watching to see what exactly will happen here. In Philadelphia, I'm Jay Gray, NBC News.